Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video earlier on today, we actually had a video talking about the fact that Sony had a little bit of rumors going on when it comes to them potentially actually raising up prices. So that was a little bit of a somewhat scary news, and although ideally it won't actually happen, I did want to go and do a nice little follow-up of actually something a little bit nicer and a little bit more chiller when it comes to potential good news. And this is all in regards to them pretty much ramping up a lot of production, trying their best to get as many consoles out for the holiday season as they possibly can, and just overall at the end of the day, it seems like a lot of really good news. Now, I'm usually one of those people, if I ever have bad news, I always like to go and replace it up with good news right afterwards. So that's pretty much what this video is going to go and be. So I just want to say thank you guys all so much for watching. Let's go and dive on in. And as well, if you guys just kind of seen the video, let me know if you guys have actually had a huge uptick yourselves on getting more consoles, seeing more consoles, and all of that. We actually have been seeing a really, really large amount of brand new PlayStation Direct drops. And as well, we've also been seeing those PlayStation Direct drops also lasting quite a bit longer, which is always very nice to see. So we have a lot of things to go talk about throughout today, so if you guys will stay tuned and enjoy. And as well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway, we have the Howl links down below. Just going to keep on checking those on out, and also checking your free $200 for the signups and all of that. We also have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. We also have the Target links and everything else if you just want to go check and see. And let's dive in the video. So as I mentioned, we've actually had some pretty cool statements as of these past few days from Sony themselves. So we have the nice little earnings / press releases where you basically have all these companies that are like, hey, we made this much money. Hey, we're for the next 2 years, we're making this or doing this or doing this or doing this. And as you kind of go and see it, you're thinking like, all right, cool, I can kind of get behind this. All right, cool, we're going to have more consoles. All right, cool, we're going to do this. So Sony had a chance to go and talk about how they want to go produce even more PlayStation 5s, which is definitely music to my ears. So when it comes to this, we have an article over here from IGN showcasing up and highlighting up over here that Sony is now officially working to increase the PlayStation 5 supply in time for the holidays. We want to produce more units as soon as possible. Now, I'm sure if you guys have probably known from me, who's been around the Restock game for quite some time, and I'm just, one of these days we'll have a chance to go just do a bunch of random various videos, which will hopefully be good videos you guys will hopefully watch. Seeing these words always do kind of seem like they're just the magic money. I love seeing the fact that we're seeing more of these kind of coming on out. I love the fact that we're seeing Sony making more consoles. I love the fact that we've been seeing so many more drops, although we're still waiting for Walmart. Still have no idea where in God's golly gracious that is actually at, as we're waiting for all the stuff to go over here. So, Sony now says that it's increasing production of the PlayStation 5 and is working to bring forward more supply into the year-end holiday selling season. So we have one nice initial sign saying, hey, right now, we're trying our best to get as many consoles out, trying our best to churn out consoles the best we can, and basically go from there. But the part two of it is that, hey, guess what? For the holiday season, so think Black Friday, Christmas, all of that, the next upcoming months, which is still also crazy to even assume that we're still getting to that point, guess what? We'll probably have a lot more even bigger, wider sales. So I can't wait for this upcoming Black Friday whenever it happens, because hopefully it'll be good. So during its latest earning report, Sony explained that both software sales and gameplay engagement have actually dropped, funny enough, year on year, which we might go give a little bit more of an in-depth talk on that, which is not a huge surprise given the huge increase in gaming during the COVID-19 lockdowns, which has kind of been a big thing because we saw a lot of really large YouTube and also Twitch increases, but as well, people buying games, Xbox Game Pass, PlayStation Plus, all that stuff together definitely was kind of a big thing. So very intriguing to go and see on that. So taking this situation into account, Sony explained, we intend to take action to increase user engagement in the second half of the fiscal year, during which major titles including first-party software, so that would be more of the God of War Ragnarok, and also Last of Us remake, are scheduled to be released, primarily by increasing the supply of PlayStation 5 hardware and promoting the new PlayStation Plus service. So, two big things. Number one, obviously, if they're going to sell more PlayStation 5s, push more restocks, get more stock in general, that means that they're going to be selling more consoles. They have to make them, so they're going to be making more consoles. They have to go and sell them. They're going to be, putting a lot of these Walmart, PlayStation, Direct, Best Buy drops the best they can. And we have seen a pretty consistent flow both in Best Buy and Target when it comes to all their restocks, which has been very, very nice. And as well, we've also been seeing a pretty big uptick too on all the other various regions too on top of that. So I've been seeing this and I've been enjoying this a lot. Like I really have been enjoying the idea and vibes of all this stuff. And I've really been enjoying the, I guess, I don't know, the concept of it. Well, when it comes to just seeing more just stock availability, I think it's really, really nice to see. Though the part two of them promoting the new PlayStation Plus service, that's even more intriguing to me, mainly because if they're trying their best to go promote out the PlayStation Plus service, it kind of makes me wonder if they're going to be trying their best to do more things like they did with Stray. If you guys remember, Stray actually had a PlayStation Plus premium bonus, so basically as people had a chance to go and get the game, if they already had their PlayStation Plus thing, they were actually able to go get even more additional stock, which I think is very nice to see. So, Sony says it still expects to meet its forecast of 18 million units sold during this financial year. Now, I do think that's pretty much still on pace and pretty similar pace-wise to the PlayStation 4, although the PlayStation 5 is still somewhat behind the current sales with it. I think they actually have been seeing a lot of good news too, and maybe we'll touch on this in a separate video of seeing even positive signs for supply now. Because after lockdowns were lifted in Shanghai, which we covered like 2-3 months ago, mainly because of really big production, all these factories, all these places were kind of basically shut down. And well, they couldn't produce stuff. They couldn't make stuff. They couldn't do things with their stuff, which is kind of always scary because obviously you want to, have production. You want to have all these things not being issues. But obviously as time goes on or there's, issues as they go on, it's just not that good. So that thing is a very, very nice major component for all this stuff. And we're getting more stock and everything's free flowing and everything seems like it's going well. As a result, Sony now believes it can bring forward production and sell many of these units during the holiday season too as well, a boom time for sales. So I'm kind of excited for this because we'll probably definitely keep on watching for a lot of these PlayStation 5 restocks. Obviously, if we see confirmed drops, I keep on as I kind of taper off into more of normal content and other content or testing out content or whatever, I definitely will be doing a lot more just kind of side stuff of like, let's check out like this video or see if you guys like this video or try this content or whatever. So at least we'll have some more options going on, which I think is very nice and very neat to see. But also, especially for these holiday sales, man, it's just so nice when you have all these people, all the moms, dads, and maybe people who just kind of gave up on their restocks, having a chance to maybe go start getting their restocks in the near future. So Sony has previously promised to ramp up production this year, but supplies have remained constrained, with new units selling out almost immediately still. And we've been seeing that a lot still, with Target, Best Buy, Amazon, and all that. In a QA session, Sony CFO Hiroki Totoki said, "We want to produce more units as soon as possible." So it's been improving its hardware and services consistently since the launch of the PS5, most recently even adding the update to 1440p support, which we did recently and made a video on that as well, and introducing the new brand new Stars loyalty. So we have just a little wind down thoughts as I go full cam over here, and I can't wait to be back in my normal setup and all that good stuff. But when it does come to all of this, it does seem like we're going to actually have some pretty cool, nifty things. I think the number one biggest nifty thing is that more consoles is always fantastic and always great. The more chance we have for more consoles, the better. The more overall stock we can get, the better. And at the end of the day, too, just the fact that we are seeing them kind of consciously making the calls to make sure that everything is going good, to make sure that people are getting their consoles, to make sure that people can prep up for it for the holiday sales, and probably also prepping up Walmart, Best Buy, Target, Amazon for these drops. I do think, hopefully, I've said this many times throughout the years, hopefully the big supply change and supply drops will be finally done after this holiday season. So I'm going to hope that this upcoming January and February will be fully done when it comes to the restocks, and hopefully at that point we just go to Walmart, go to Best Buy, go to Target, and all those places, and just go and find a console on the shelves, or it's like perpetually in stock at, say, Walmart, or perpetually in stock in, say, Best Buy, and we don't have to worry too much about when the next restock is going to be and how it's going to happen and what's going on and all that type of stuff. So I kind of want to hear your thoughts and comments on all this stuff because I like seeing this. I like seeing the news. I like seeing the positive news. And I like having the fact that all these Sony CEOs are basically being like, hey, we're going to go and hook you guys on up. And hey, we're going to go make sure you guys get the good hookup. And hey, we're going to make sure we have production going. And also seeing other production lifted or production halters lifted is also a huge, phenomenal thing to go and see. So I kind of did want to go put a little bit of a positive video out after the negative video from earlier on today. And I do think we'll kind of be back in our normal grind probably starting as of probably maybe Monday or so. You guys might see me up on Twitch on Sunday, though. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We do have the Howl links down below. We do keep on mentioning down below if you guys want to check those out and see. We do have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. We have the Weeble down below. We have the Targets. If you guys want to check those out and see. And of course, we have a lot more videos all throughout the rest of this week once we're all settled back up in Chicago.